Hey all, it's Dave with Cat Yakking. I'm here to do a video review on my Wilderness Systems Radar 135. Let's get started. All right. We're going to start a little bit from bow to stern, okay? This is the bow. It's got a molded in hard plastic handle. Really nice, really nice. You can see the keel is pretty skinny, man, and that's made to track. This boat's made to track and be fast in water. Up front, we got this watertight hatch. Really nice. You can lock it if you wanted to. And here, got plenty of storage. Here I'm just keeping some tools and head plate for my fish finder. This bungee right here is made as a paddle keeper. Pretty nice. Okay, now the reason I bought this boat was it's the first boat in the industry that's made for paddling, pedaling, and power. Yep, you can do all three with this boat. Alright, first I'm going to show you where I mounted my fish finder. Alright, I went with the Humminbird Helix 5. As you can see, I mounted it into what's this front pod is called the FlexPod OS. Alright. This is an all-in-one solution for a fish finder, and also this is where, if you decide to go with the Helix motor drive, this is where the Helix motor drive drops into. As you can see, it's got a big old hole here. The propulsion system goes down through here, and then there's an electronic space that you can put on your track mount right here for the controls. But anyways, let me go through this. You know, basically, I bought this boat because I'm going to be pedaling it. I'm not sure about the motoring, but for definitely the pedal drive. The pedal drive goes in here, and this is the smaller flex pod. So, as you can see, mounted the transducer to the bottom of this flex pod, drilled a hole through here, ran the wire for the transducer in there. Now let me open it up. Inside you can see there's my battery, there's my lead out for my power. I bought this kit from Wilderness Systems, and it came with this high density foam insert. As you can see, all my transducer wires there at the bottom. Now, this thing isn't watertight as far as the top part is concerned, but I don't think I'm going to have any water coming up from the top here. And if I do, it's going to be very little, and I don't think I'm going to have any problems with it. As you can see, I mounted a ram ball to the bottom of this, then a T-bone, and then ram ball mount that goes right into the Humminbird mount. Got my wires coming out here just to plug in right there. My power right there. And she's good to go. And the nice thing about this is you can take it out, and you know, if you're traveling, take it out. That way you don't have to worry about your fish finder getting nabbed or any your battery getting nabbed or anything like that. As you can see, even though this is a sit on top kayak, you do have kind of a deep gunnel area right in here. Wilderness Systems is coming up with a quiet padding system that I'm definitely going to install in here because you know, you drop something, or if you decide to stand or anything like that, you know, any noise that you transfer into your hull is going to be basically amplified through your kayak into the water and scare fish. All right, so comes stock with this rail system, which is really nice. I added this ram tube rod holder right here that didn't come with it. As you can see on the side here, I got a parking pole, 8-foot parking pole. Let me come back around to the other side. On this rail system, this right here didn't come with it either. I added this. This is a paddle park. So basically, you know, if I land a fish, I can basically just throw my paddle under here and she's stowed, ready. She ain't going nowhere. So I added that. Here's that other pod. This is where the pedal drive is going to go. It's not due to come out till next week, and it's going to run about $1,100, so I'm going to have to save up for that. But you do have a little bit of storage up here if you want to use this as storage. You can take this top part out, and you got some storage in there. Also, if you're going to be using the Helix power drive, this is where you would mount your fish finder if you're going to be using it for power. So that's when, you know, you kind of have to go with two different mounts and get another transducer. That way you could use this pod if you're using the power, you know, that way you can interchange both of them. Okay, I added this anchor cleat. I didn't put a anchor trolley on this boat. Like I told you, basically I'm going to be using this as a pedal drive, and it's got forward and reverse. So I don't think I'm going to be needing a anchor trolley as much as I would for a regular paddle boat. But anyways, I may end up doing one from midships to the bow, just in case. I haven't decided yet. This boat did not come with scupper plugs, so you have to buy scupper plugs. You got this hatch right here, which it's pretty decent sized hatch. I have a dry bag in here where I'm going to keep my my camera batteries and stuff in my camera. You know, easy access. You can see you have, like I said, also you have these two little areas right here. You could stow stuff in here, which is nice. I added these leashes, one for my lip grip, one for my pliers, and then I got my hand paddle Assault also tethered to the bottom of the seat here. Did not have a cup holder, molded in cup holder. I think Wilderness Systems should have put a molded in cup holder. That would have been nice. But luckily, Yak Attack just came out with this little buddy here, which fits my water bottles perfectly, and it mounts straight into this the seat track here. which is nice. So I got a cup holder now, nice and handy. As you can see, I did my retractable 50-foot anchor line with the clothesline holder, which is nice. I'm just going to use this to tether onto my parking pole. Now the seat. Let me tell you, the seat is really, really nice. It is suspended and adjustable, so you really, it's really comfortable. You can adjust the back with these straps here. This is the high position. Here's the low position. You can also do it in a, if you're, let's say you want to take a nap, there's a reclined position, or maybe you're out on the lake duck hunting or something. This puts you in a good seating position for that. The seat does trim forward and aft. That way, once the pedal drive comes in, you can adjust it to your leg length. Okay, this right here is to park your paddle on the side here. You could secure it with this bungee. This right here is and it's also on the other side, depending on which side you decide to mount it, is your controls for your rudder control. When you go to your pedal or your Helix power drive, you get a rudder with the system, which it's basically already set up to run it. Okay, now all these screws that you see here, this is for your rudder control, for your rudder deployment bungee system. So basically there'll be a bungee that's running in a thing, and back here is where your rudder gets mounted. Right here you got where your cables come out. So that's so you can deploy your rudder. Behind the seat, it's a nice little area right here with a bungee. You can put a Plano box in here, fits perfect. I added this little yak bag to the back of my seat so I could secure whatever I want back here. Did not come with any rod holders, okay? This ram tube I bought specifically for trolling and also for my cat fishing rod. It'll fit in here, secured by this gear track. Now the back well area, as you can see, it's pretty large. All right. I got my Yak Gear crate with 5 rod holders. As you can see, I fit all my tackle, everything there. It fits perfectly in that well area. You got one molded in grip handle back here, really nice. Here's the back. As you can see, it's got a keel drag, which is nice. Back here you have a drain plug. Got more gear track right there. And like I was telling you earlier, you have this mounting area for your controls, for your rudder control on both sides. I'm going to mount mine on this side, so since that control is going to be right here, this parking pole will go on the other side. And that's basically it, man. That's the overview of my Radar Wilderness Systems Radar 135, man. I haven't put it in the water yet, but I'm going to go out today and hopefully catch some video. All right, guys. Well, I'll talk to you later. Keep your lines wet, and hey, make sure and practice CPR with your fish. Catch, picture, release. Give somebody else a chance to catch those fish, unless you're going to, harvest maybe 1 or 2 for eating. All right, man. Take it easy. Bye-bye.